We started out living on anchor in Florida, completely new to this, figuring out everything from anchoring to engine maintenance.
It was honestly such a blessing, being able to learn how to boat with close friends and family. It was easy to make mistakes and learn from them.
But soon, we set our sights on something bigger, the Bahamas.
The friends we made, the tattoos we got, the fish we caught, and the beautiful sights of the Bahamas kept us there. The crystal clear waters were absolutely amazing.
Bahamas are paradise. But then we hit our first crossroads. Should we turn back to Florida or push further south? It wasn't an easy call, but we knew if we wanted to truly live this life, we had to go for it. Was it worth it? Oh yeah, but let's rewind to where it all started.
Tell me where you are.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a catamaran.
Where are you? I am,
It's definitely a boat. It's definitely a sailboat. It's definitely 36 foot feet. I don't know what's favorite or anything. That decision led us through some of the most incredible places. Turks and Caicos, the Dominican Republic, Virgin Islands, St. Martin, and beyond. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Have I whined on the GoPro yet about our windlass being down?
We're good. 8 inches out maybe. No, it wasn't smooth sailing at all. My friend hit an iceberg. We outran a hurricane, only to find ourselves in the middle of the hurricane.
But let's be real, there were a lot of laughs along the way too. In the last episode, we finished our final passage about the same way we started it, limping in on one engine. After the stress of making it through that cut into Trinidad, I couldn't help but feel emotional. It felt like we were different people than when we started this journey over a year ago in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Bruce and I had met less than a year before that. We had no idea how to sail, didn't know if we would like boat life, let alone each other. And at first, it was pure chaos. I popped our inflatable dinghy, we set the motor on fire, drug anchor into the middle of the channel, called our mechanically inclined friends for rescue almost daily, left the boat to stay with friends at the slightest inconvenience or bug bite. We definitely did not move the boat off of anchor. And yet, here we were, about 13 countries and 5,000 nautical miles later, with the love of my life, after having the year of my life. People say that boat life is just fixing your boat in various remote locations, which could not be more true. Despite all the frustration and boat work, we were able to see the most beautiful places that I never would have afforded to see otherwise. Almost daily, Bruce and I would look at each other and say, how did we get so lucky? I don't mean to over-romanticize boat life. Of course there are horrible days. Did I mention the engine problems? But all of that is far outweighed by the good. And I couldn't help but think of the words of our buddy Chris, who we met in Marathon before we left.
What advice would you give new sailors?
I was telling you this yesterday. It's the people that you're going to meet, and you're not going to remember that great day of sailing at 10 knots or something. You're going to remember the people you met, and so don't be afraid to introduce yourselves to people. It's much easier than on land to introduce yourself to strangers. You just say, do you know anything about Yamaha water pumps? Or I like your boat. What kind of boat is it? Or do you have any butter? It's just so easy to make friends with people, and often the butter will turn into a thing. You want to come over for drinks?
I couldn't have said it better myself. We had over 30 of our friends visit the boat throughout the year, and we met the most incredible people and made new lifelong friends. If each cruising season has a theme, I think the theme of this first one was yes. Yes to finally moving the boat off the anchor. Yes to the Bahamas. Yes to continuing south. Yes to beach fires and scuba dives and sunset cruises and hikes and waterfalls and adventure. All this to say, if you're considering making a huge leap, one that might scare you, we hope you say yes like we did. Thanks for watching our leap of faith. Until next season, friends. So, what's next for us? Well, you'll have to stick around to find out. Make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and let us know. Where should we sail next? See you out there. We're ready, Barbie.
Okay, follow these knots. Those knots. Follow these knots.